better place. We are smart at what we do to make our world a better place. By the help of God, to make our world a better place. By the help of God, to make our world a better place. Smart do.
Hello students, welcome to our lesson today. Today we are looking at the new topic, the Sinai Covenant. We are looking at the Sinai Covenant topic. We want to see what happened to the children of Israel. We want to see the children of Israel, how they came from the land of Egypt to Canaan, to where God was taking them to. And to begin with today, I want us to look at the 10 plagues. We want us to go to what is a plague, and the 10 plagues, and whom these plagues were sent to. Number one, the plagues were sent to the Egyptians, to Pharaoh. It was sent to Pharaoh. Why? Because he had refused to release the children of Israel from Egypt to go and worship the Lord to the land of Canaan, where God was taking them to. So we can say a plague. What is a plague? A plague, we can say, is a destructive disease or a pandemic. I say a plague. Destructive act, pandemic or a destructive act sent to the Egyptians after Pharaoh had refused to release the children of Israel and worship God. So this plague was sent to Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the king of the Egyptians. So the plague was sent to Pharaoh because he had failed to release the children of Israel to give them freedom. Remember, they were suffering in Egypt. Now God wanted to use Moses to go to Egypt and deliver the children of Israel from slavery, that they were being enslaved by Pharaoh. And now, when Moses went to tell Pharaoh that God wanted the children of Israel to be released, to go to Canaan, to go to the promised land, to go and worship God, Pharaoh refused to release them. He refused to release them. Why? Because these people were the source of labor. They were the source of labor. They were the workers. They had been made the laborers of the Egyptians. So Pharaoh was hard on them. He could not release them. And now, because he failed to release them, God sent Pharaoh and the Egyptians a pandemic, a disease. They were disease. They were destructive diseases, destructive acts that destroyed the properties and people of Egypt until he released them. Now, I want us to sing a song. I want us to sing a song on the plagues. I want us to sing. Remember, there are 10 plagues. I want us to try a song of the plagues that befell the Egyptians. God sent a plague to the Egyptians. God sent a plague to the Egyptians. Pharaoh was hard, could not let them go, and God sent a plague. The plague number one, the plague of blood, the plague of frogs, and the plague of gnats. Pharaoh was The eighth plague was locusts, the ninth was darkness, the last was the death of the firstborn children. And now that is a song, a trial of the song of the 10 plagues. So the Lord sent the 10 plagues to the children of to the Egyptians. Now, I want us to go to the Bible. The plagues have been recorded in the book of Exodus. Exodus chapter 7 from verses chapter 7. Let's see, Exodus from chapter 7 to chapter 15. Now, the first plague, we have seen the song, the first plague was the plague of blood. The plague of blood was number 1. The blood was all over the land of Egypt. And the plague of blood, we find it in the book of Exodus 7. Exodus chapter 7. Exodus chapter 7 verses 20. Exodus chapter 7 verses 14 to 25. And now, let's see what happened. Then Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded in the presence of the king and his officers. Aaron raised his stick and struck the surface of the river. All the water was turned into blood. Chapter 7, verse 20. We are being told in the Bible that God commanded Moses and Aaron to strike their rod into the water, and everything, the water turned into blood. The reason being, God wants Pharaoh to release the children of Israel to go and worship God, and Pharaoh is hard on them. Now, God has to use the plague, the destructive act, so that Pharaoh can release the children of Israel. Pharaoh did not let them go. Another plague was sent to them, a plague of frogs. Plague of frogs. In the book of Exodus, we are still looking in the book of Exodus, chapter 8. We are looking at Exodus chapter 8. Exodus chapter 8, verses 6. So Aaron held it out over all the water, and the frogs came out and covered the land. So the Lord used Aaron again to send the plague of frogs. Chapter 8, verse 6. Pharaoh was there. He was still hard. He could not release the children of Israel. Another plague was sent to them, was the plague of gnats. The plague of gnats is in Exodus chapter 8, verses 24. Exodus 8, 24. Exodus chapter 8, 24. Pharaoh was hard on the children of Israel. The Lord instructed Moses to tell Aaron to strike the ground, and the land of Egypt, the land turned into gnats, small flies, the small flies that bites, But then Pharaoh was there. Remember, God had told Moses that Pharaoh will not easily let the children of Israel go. So he will be very hard. But now the Lord still sends them the plagues. Another plague was the plague of flies. Exodus chapter 8. Chapter 8. The plague of flies. The plague of flies. The Lord sent great swarms of flies into the king's palace and the houses of the official. The whole land of Egypt was brought to ruin by flies. The Lord sent into the palace the flies. You can imagine what happened to Pharaoh. But Pharaoh was there. He was not shaken. He was not moved by anything. The flies have come. The blood, the frogs, he was still hard. He could not release these children of Israel. The Lord gave them another plague, the death of their cattle. Their cattle died. Their animals, the horses, everything in the name of animal, they died. And now Pharaoh was there. There was a disease that was sent to their cattle. Pharaoh was there. He still did not do what? Did not allow them. I will punish you by sending a terrible disease on all your animals, your horses, the donkeys, the camels, the cattle, sheep, and goats. This is a plague of the death of their cattle. The Lord sent a disease. It cleared every animal. The animal died. There was another plague of boils. The Lord sent the boils to their bodies. Their bodies were covered with the boils. Bodies were covered with the boils. Exodus 9 verse 8 to 12. Exodus chapter 9 verse 8 to 12. The boils were sent on them. Another plague was the plague of hail. The rain, the Lord sent them the rain in form of the hails, the thunder. It scattered everything. People died through the hailstones and a lot of rain and thunder that scared people. Just because Pharaoh had refused to release the children of Israel to go and worship God. There was another plague of locusts. The Lord sent locusts all over the land. There was locusts in the land. Again, the Lord sent them the ninth plague, the plague of darkness. The plague of darkness. The land was covered by darkness. Pharaoh to release the children of Israel. Now, to this point, Pharaoh began to give in slow by slow because the plagues were much. He could not bear them. Now, he had to give in so that he could release the children of Israel to go, so that the plagues can give them time. The plagues could vanish, so that the plagues, God could take away the plagues. And now, the last plague that made Pharaoh to release the children of Israel was the death of their firstborn. Every firstborn male was to be killed. And in this story, this is when the children of Israel were released, were set free from the land of Egypt to their promised land. And in this death of firstborn, it came with a long story. And this story is found in the Passover story. Find it there, the Passover. That the angel of death was passing at the night, during the night. So it was clearing every firstborn male from the house of the Egyptians. So these are the plagues. These are the 10 plagues that befell the children of Israel. Have a nice time.